Happy New Year, everyone. Hope you're all doing so well, and I hope you watched a lot of movies in 2015. This video is going to be an overview of my year in films that I've watched, and some of the targets that I set in my last video, 2014 year in review and overview of the year. So you can look at that video if you want. And I set a couple of targets in that video, so I'll look at those first, and then I'll go into what I want to achieve in 2016, both as a filmmaker and a film viewer and video maker. So first off, in the last video my targets were start a video game series. I never did get round to that in the summer or anything, and I'm just still really unsure if I could be bothered because I have to get everything out of the cupboard and everything, and there's quite a lot in there. But if you'd be interested, let me know. If I get enough people interested, maybe I'll actually get bothered and do it. I said I would continue my biography series, and I just feel like there's no need. I feel like it's a little bit pointless doing it, but at the same time I'd like to share my thoughts on certain filmmakers like Kurosawa, or Scorsese, or Stanley Kubrick. Chaplin was actually the one I was working on for quite a while, and actually got something done with that one. But if you think it's interesting from like a documentary kind of film perspective, let me know if you're interested in that sort of thing, and I might continue working on that. Complete a filmography of an actor or director, which I have come close to with Akira Kurosawa. I think I have about 4 or 5 films left. So yeah, that's a target I'll probably hit next year. Favourite lists, I did. I said I would make an actors list, and I did. And I also said a comedy list, and I think that'll be my next list video, top 25 comedies. A lot of them are older ones. I honestly haven't found a really good comedy in the past 5 years. It's kind of sad. So I'll do more favourite lists. Entire collection video, which I did do, and that's one achievement. I did record everything in this room. And the skate documentary, which I didn't get doing, which I intend to do this year if I get the time. If it's not the skate documentary, it's going to be about my city, in a general overview, and about culture in Belfast and Northern Ireland and national identity. That's a brief overview of what I'd like to explore, because it's a topic that's interesting to me from being here, but not really identifying with the culture that much. So I would really like to explore what is it that makes people so loyal and sectarian, patriotic. So yeah, so my 2016 targets then, I'm definitely going to try and complete a filmography of an actor or director. I think I'll try and complete Stanley Kubrick and Tarkovsky, because I'm very close, and Kurosawa, so there's 3. Don't know about actors, because actors, they do a lot of movies, so it's quite hard. And sometimes you just don't want to watch, like, I mean, I love Robert De Niro, but there's a lot of films I see him in that I just don't want to bother with. He's done like 60, 70 films at this point, and, about 15 of those, 10 of those maybe, are obviously just not worthwhile, I think. So other targets then, that is that, complete filmographies. Watch 200 brand new movies, which I think I did in this year, I'm not sure. Watch at least 5 Indian movies. I still haven't seen a Bollywood production or anything, so I need to look at the films of Satyajit Ray and some of the recent popular ones that are actually quite well received, not just in India but outside also. So I'll get to watching at least 5 Indian films. Make 3 movies. I want to try and make at least 3 short films or video projects, and also enter film festivals for the first time, and then actually try and get some more. That's important. That's the most important thing of all. And at least 3 more film discussion videos with William, and that'll be great. And we're going to avoid doing Japanese films, since we've done 2 already in that Asian film marathon. And I would love to hear suggestions for films that would be good discussions. We have lots of ideas, things like The Godfather, 70s cinema, I think would be an absolutely wonderful one. I think that will go on for a very long time. Could do it on silent film, could do it on the work of Kurosawa. Oh, like I said, don't do Japanese, but there you go. Kurosawa, Kubrick, whatever. I'd definitely love to make more of those. And then start a new video series. Now this one I haven't really thought about. I've got things like biographies and collection updates and my Thomas Review series, and then there's lists. But I'd like to try another series, and I'm not sure what yet. I kept talking last year about analysis of a scene. Excuse me, where I would just go over a film, one of my favourite scenes, and then just break it down and show what's in it, you know, what I like about the framing, what I like about the colour, what it tells you about the story and the character without trying to actually spoil the plot for you, and also just to admire how much effort goes into maybe minute and a half, and then just look at how everything's set up, you know, through the lighting, the mise en scène, the camera movement, everything like that, because that's, you know, I think it'll be nice for people who are really into film to look at, and especially being a filmmaker myself, that's what I'm always looking for in a film. Whether I like it or not, I can't help but think, how did they do that? That's a really good shot. And then I almost imagine myself being there doing the filming, because I know what it's like at this point. So it's really interesting to think like that. So yeah, guys, that's not that many targets for 2016 really. I just want to make more movies and try and make some more videos for you guys and just spread the love of film, because that's what I do. I'm the biggest film advocate I know around here. And I say that with total humbleness as well, even though it doesn't sound like it. But I'm going to look at my stats, and again I use Letterboxd, and people, if you haven't heard about Letterboxd yet, go and get it. Letterboxd is a website you can review, make lists of movies, and it's so fun. You can go on and look at people's other reviews, comment. You know, making lists and stuff is very fun. And then at the end of the year, if you pay a small fee, I do it every year because I like these stat things, you're able to filter what you look for in your reviews. But also the good thing is you can clone lists, which means you can take someone else's list and clone it if you want to use it for your own purpose. And then also the best thing I think is the overview of your year's stats, which I'm going to look at right now once I can open it up. So yeah, I mean, 2015's been an awesome year for me, and looking at the stats, quite similar to last year. I've got 544 hours of watching films, 314 diary entries. You know, this includes short films as well. I think about 40 of those are probably short. 105 reviews written, which is a lot less than last year. I haven't written a review in like 3 months. Maybe I'll go on some sort of spree. 663 likes, 17 lists, and 228 comments. So yeah, that's my stats. As you see, I watch a lot of movies. What else can I do? I'll watch one tonight. I'll watch one tomorrow. I've been watching one every day since Christmas Eve. And then on the screen you can see my, you know, why it's just been such a great year. There's a lot of great films that I've rewatched, but a lot of new ones that weren't, you know, that I give 5 stars, and you know, they're all on my top list now. They're some of my favourite movies. I'll show a picture on the screen right now. 1 to 10 I have never seen before. The others are all rewatches. Some of them I didn't give 5 stars originally, but then when I rewatched it, I definitely did. That happened with The Crewman Show, that happened with Grave of the Fireflies, that happened with Kaguya, and that also happened with Seven Samurai. Love those movies to death. Also Ran. But yeah, these movies are absolutely incredible. I couldn't stress enough to watch them. The most recent one there to get on the list is Angels in America, which is a 5-hour miniseries. I classify it as a film. It's in 2 parts. It's by Mike Nichols, who's famous for The Graduate and films like that. It is a spectacular film. Yeah, it's a powerful film about the AIDS crisis in the 80s. Has all these different characters and their stories all link in eventually with one another, and it's just a incredible story. It combines this really harsh, brutal reality, but also has these really fantastical moments that are almost comical, and like some of them are just very silly, but it works really well in a dramatic sense, and I think it's one of the most incredible feats of TV that has ever been done. And it's the performances from Al Pacino, Meryl Streep, Mary Louise Parker, brilliant. Couldn't recommend it enough. So that's it, everybody. Hopefully this isn't too long a video compared to last year's. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you had a good year and enjoyed the videos that I put up. And one thing I'm satisfied with is the amount of subscribers I've gained. I think right now it's I was trying to get to 500 before New Year's Day, but I think I just cut short. But in my last video I think I said I went up to 265 subscribers, and now it's almost doubled, so I'm happy with that, and it's because I've been getting more people commenting and start more discussions, and I'll always say this, that is what's important. Actual audience engagement matters to me more than views, because that's just fucking empty shit. I don't care about that sort of thing, and whoever does care about those kind of demographics is just an absolute fucking ball bag. Excuse my language. I think I might censor that. That was quite harsh. But anyway, that is my video done. Have a good 2016. Hope you have some nice New Year resolutions to watch more movies. And I'll see you next time in one of my top lists or something like that. Over and out. See you later.